Nigerians beseech governments with calls for palliatives over petrol subsidy removal. Some state governors are responding. The governor of Bayelsa State, Douye Diri, has unveiled a new transport scheme at the inauguration of the 100 taxis and 6 luxury buses in Yenagoa. Governor Diri said the initiative is administration palliative to boost transportation sector. We spoke about this yesterday, and the state governors, they are responding. And we expect more governors to say something about that, because they all will be enjoying from the largest, from the fuel subsidy thing.
They will hand more now.
What the FAC is going to do this month now, they will all get something sizable. They should be able to let it flow down.
Yes, because if the government, everybody is putting their eyes on the federal government. If the federal government doesn't get supported in this matter by the federal government, I mean by the state governments, even on a big scale, if not bigger scale than federal government, it will not trickle down and it will have no effect. It will just be like a drop into the ocean.
Yes.
You know? So federal government is promising 50 million grains to 50 million farmers and all that, 50 million bags of grains. But states on their own can also help mitigate these pains. And I'm happy with what Governor, beginning with Governor Umara Zulum, who gave out 80 vehicles, 50 luxury buses, and 30 pickup vans to ease movement of people. Those pickup vans will move farmers to farms and all that. So definitely that's a good thing to do. And Governor Douye Diri too bought 100 taxis and 6 luxury buses. In a small state like Bayelsa, that will go a long way.
Yes, now
and they've targeted people going to those 2 universities, Federal University Otuoke, and then the University of Amasoma, the Niger Delta University in Amasoma.
Yes.
So the students will be able to make use of these vehicles.
Yes.
But I can tell you that they need to buy more.
Yes.
In the case of Ogun State already decided since March to bring in Indians who would help convert gasoline-fired engines to compressed natural gas-fired engines. This is what we've been talking about, because it's cheap. It's cheap and it's even cleaner. It's cleaner than PMS.
Yes.
You know? So if you are able to do that because it's cheap, you are looking at, okay, today now, Abuja, I think around 617 naira per liter. In the case of compressed natural gas, it will be around 150, 120, 150 per liter. That is very cheap. All of these vehicles that they are bringing in, the only way government can make money off them and ensure that they bring down significantly the cost of transportation is to first convert them to compressed natural gas. That way, you will be able, the cost of operating those buses will go down. Or in terms of, because it's very cheap. So you are not going to be putting fuel there at 600 naira per liter or more, because it's around 650. I mean, it's 150, 120 to 150.
Oh, a long way.
So when even the cost of fuel is cheap, you can actually take much less money from people, from commuters using those buses. Unless, and even our own regular bus, transport owners here, we have to open service centers where government can help them do that conversion at little or no
that
cost.
Is done in Lagos today.
Yes. If you do that, they will have no reason to ask our citizens for the kind of money that they are collecting from them. Moving from Akute to Oshodi and collecting 800 naira from people.
Wow.
How are people going to cope?
I noticed.
A lot of people are
I don't know. Maybe you don't notice. The traffic just...
Yes, lighting somewhere, but people will also point out the outbound vehicles going to Ibadan and other places. Because up till 11 yesterday, it was still, this place was still blocked. So it's not a total thing. Now, people work in Lagos, a lot of the civil servants and other people put their vehicles aside. But it's not everywhere that is free. That's the point I'm making. Some places are not really free. That's why I point to this side.
People going out of Lagos.
If you walk in, if you live in Mowe, for example, and they told you there's no traffic, try now. Let us see. You will stuck for hours. Up till 11 yesterday, it was still jammed, this road. I know it's because they are fixing the road, but the point is, it's not everywhere that is free.
Yeah. But the situation is biting harder, and a lot of people, they are in distress. They don't know what to do. Yeah. If Keke Marwa can be charging as much as 700, 500 per drop and everything, you know, it's...
And that's why governments at lower levels have to come in. You know, I line my thought with ease, and I was thinking about it, and everybody's eyes are on federal government. You understand? Everybody, some people are blaming, people who don't even understand the economics of fuel subsidy, are blaming the president, as if the president has control now over the market forces.
Down is,
you understand?
Whoever is there,
exactly.
The table.
Now, however, you know, there are certain things that can be subsidized at the local level. Now, I've always wondered, I think this is a time for even local governments to step up their game.
I'm telling you.
Because, you know, the local government is supposed to be the closest government to the people. I can tell you today that many people don't know their chairman. You know.
But I'm not... Some people will even argue that state governments, they've hampered the growth of this local government.
That is what...
This joint account that they operate.
But that is true. But we also hear of local government. We also have local government chairmen, maybe in the suburb of Lagos, that after winning election, they pack to Aja. You understand? They pack to Aja and they don't see them anymore. See, we have to be very, very serious. You know, the other time when Governor Sanwo-Olu banned Okada in some parts of Lagos, and in some parts, I was saying, come on, local government chairmen can roll out keke and map out, you know, routes that although that have not been covered before. You see, the truth of the matter is we have to be responsible. People have to feel the immediate impact of the cushioning, the palliatives. You understand? The government is the president is talking about rolling fertilizers and all of that. All of those are good, but there are some immediate things that should be done. You understand? The rollout of mass, like in the case of Bayelsa State, you know, is doing something very good. Rollout of mass transit. You know, if PMS is too expensive, we talk about CNG, talk about other forms of powering these vehicles. So let the people feel the impact. See, like I've always said, the RDC that is selling rice by the road does not understand what subsidy stuff. All she now knows is that the place she used to go and pay, it used to cost her 100 naira to get to a particular place. She now pays 300 naira to get there. So we need to think of that person. But it's not just the federal government. State government, local government have to do something.
Because they will earn more now from the federation account.
Exactly, they will earn more.
They will earn more now.
They will earn more.
Kudos to Governor Douye Diri and other governors. We expect it's a challenge to all other 36 state governors or 35 states to actually do something that we alleviate this suffering.